We'll call this meeting at 5 after 3. And Miss Victoria, would you give the blessing, please?
Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for this beautiful day. We thank you for the rain you've sent and the sunshine following. Thank you for safe travel for all those here. And as we go home this evening, we ask your blessings and in intervening in our thoughts and our minds, working toward a common goal to help our Cherokee citizens. And we thank you for all your gifts. Amen.
Amen. Yeah, roll call. Shelley.
David Wilkinson.
Honey.
Don Garvin.
Here.
Bill England.
Here.
Keith Austin.
Here.
Jack Baker.
Here.
Harley Buzzard. Joe Bird.
Honey.
Sean Crittenden.
Honey.
Frankie Hargis.
Present.
Wanda Hatfield. Rex Jordan. Dick Way. Curtis Snell.
Here.
Janice Taylor. Here. David Thornton. Victoria Vesquez.
Honey.
Brian Warner.
Honey.
Video Forum.
All right, thanks, Shelley. I hear a motion to approve the minutes February 16th. So moved. Second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, motion carries. Yes, Councilwoman.
I would like to make a motion to amend the agenda.
Okay.
To add a resolution to our new business.
Okay.
Second.
Second. What is it?
It's supporting Oklahoma House Bill 2261, American Indian Arts,
2216.
2261.
22. Okay. All right. Have a motion, a second. All those in favor of amending the agenda signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, motion carries. Amended agenda. Down to reports. We got Talking Leaves Job Corps, Miss Diane Kelly, but we got
Surprise.
Daryl Lay, Champion of Change.
Takes two of us to cover Diane. She sends her regrets. She's with her aunt, her mother, in the hospital today and could not be here, so she apologizes.
Okay.
And I believe you all have a copy of our report in front of you. If you have any questions, we're here to answer. We did want to talk a little bit about the truck driver training that's coming up in Stillwell.
Is there any questions on the reports? Seeing none, well, give us a truck driving report.
We've expanded our truck driver training. We're still in partnership with Central Tech out of Drumride, Oklahoma, and Indian Capital Votech. And so those two have teamed up in Salisaw and have had several successful truck driving training, and now they're moving to Stillwell. And I think the goal is to eventually go plumb to Little Kansas and do some up there as well, and maybe after.
We'll put you in the
But
city.
right now, the classes will begin May 27th. They're at the Stillwell campus, and we're going to send a flyer out to get, we want to get qualified JDNEG people first, those that have been laid off. But we're going to take applications for everybody, and if it goes over well, we get them, the classes full, we'll just continue them as well as how we've been doing now in Salisaw.
And I do want to add to the career services customized training to brag a little bit. Daryl and George went to Oklahoma City recently and won an award. We were nominated by Indian Capital Technology Center for the customized training that career services has been hosting. And Cherokee Nation Career Services won the award.
Wow. So that's customer service, you said?
For customized
training.
training.
Customized training.
You know, the fast track trainings that we've been doing with masonry, heating and air,
Yeah.
electrical, those partnerships that we've got with Indian Capital, we want an award for them.
Okay. Wow.
One of the training programs that we had, the masonry training in Stillwell, 8 out of the 10 who completed and graduated the program went to work. Our heavy equipment training had roughly the same percentage of employment success upon completion of the training. Heavy equipment was so successful that we'll be doing that one again.
Hey, Brenda, have you guys had opportunity to visit with Gary Cooper on maybe possible a partnership with you guys on our new construction homes? Or because it seems like, I was visiting with Councilman Crittenden earlier this morning, and we was talking about some constituents, and the waiting on trying to get people served. And one of the solutions we came up with was possibly an in-house crew. and providing jobs and so forth. And have you guys? So you guys already went there?
Well, we're actually going to be more in discussion with our Taro program for that type of training to continue it. The heavy equipment graduates went to work for a Taro vendor who is building Indian homes.
Okay.
So
So that one
the
was
masonry too. Went through
Masonry
a Taro
too.
vendor.
Masonry too, yes, and thank you, Brian, for hooking us up with him.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if Gary is the one who referred the other company to us to replicate the training that has been so successful. The training that's currently being operated right now,
Wow.
helper training.
Yeah.
So we're looking at those.
You know, at one point when we was spitting out 300 homes a year, 100% of those wasn't contracted out. There was a percent of those that were in-house, and then the rest of it was contracted out. And right now, we're solely 100% contracting our new construction out. And it would be neat if we could start having in-house crew provide jobs and possibly piggyback off of your departments and bring those kids in the Cherokee Nation and being Cherokee Nation employees instead of Taro and outside contractor employees.
We would love that.
Yeah, I think we all would. We'll visit more with Gary later on down the road and maybe come up with some ideas for him. But yes, Councilwoman.
Yes, thank you. I just
That's
have a
good.
comment. In reading the report, we have mentioned these before, but we love the stories about the successes.
That's a really good one too.
They both are.
Yes.
Bruce Tyre becoming a welder,
Yes.
and then Michael Tanner. And I was going to ask you all, do you put this in any other kind of public format that is out there? Does it come out to
Send it to
Phoenix or
DOL.
somewhere?
We send it, the first story that you mentioned, we send that to the Department of Labor and our federal project officer. We have kind of a brag book that we
Okay.
put together. We sometimes will set them up out here in the hallway with those display cases. We're probably a little behind the times on doing that because it's kind of hard to keep up with everything, but that story might already be out there because that one's a
Good.
good
They
one.
need to be.
Both are
Yeah.
good stories, yes.
They are.
Mhm.
It's not only a success for you and us, but for the.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, yes. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Any other questions? Yes,
I
Councilman.
just have a comment. Daryl, it's a good story.
I appreciate that.
As far as these folks that are here, Bruce and Michael and these people that we brag about, I mean, Daryl, as known by Johnny Wayne Taylor, which is his father-in-law, he's the comeback kid, known as, and he, now known as the Champions of Change. And I grew up with Daryl. I graduated with his sister Dayla, and I've known Daryl for a long time, and he's come a long ways, and he does great things for us, but he does great things for everybody. When he was in Sallisaw, one thing that everybody says about Daryl is that he is totally 100% approachable at any given moment of any given day, no matter what's going on in his life. And that's a testament to what that we try to bring to the table every time when we do things as the Cherokee Nation. And I just want to say thank you, Daryl, and
Yeah,
good
Brian.
job. And when Dale Six Killer, they introduced Dale to me, and he's a great guy. He's doing good things now. Got his life back on track, and and he is also an artisan. He paints and he does other things. So these stories, like the ladies were saying that you put in here, these are good stories. So thank you.
Appreciate it, Brian.
All right. Good words, Councilman Moore. Yes, Council Lady Hargis.
Daryl, you said you was gonna send out a flyer on the truck driving
Yes, ma'am.
training. When will that be?
It could be
He's
this week
working
or
on it
next
right
week.
now.
Okay, so you'll
he
get it
sent
to us
this,
so
yeah.
that
Oh,
we
yeah,
can-
yeah, for sure,
Yes.
for sure.
Okay, also, and on the stories, you may want to work with Julie Hubbard in communications. They could put those on our Cherokee Nation website, and I think that would be an inspiration to a lot of people.
Will do. Thank you.
All right, that's all.
A lot of our kids that are, they're, I guess not, college isn't for them. You guys are fine. They're going to your y'all's department for vocational. So it needs to be equally funded. So anyways, any other questions for Daryl or Brenda? Saying none. Good report, guys.
Thank
Thank you.
All right.
See y'all.
Next down and reports, Executive Director's report from Cherokee Nation, Mr. Vaughn Etheridge.
I'm gonna put Lisa on the spot right now. Director of Youth Tribal Council. Lisa, you know them all. If you don't, we'll have them stand up themselves.
They're ready to introduce themselves.
Okay, that works.
Hello everyone, my name is Sky Wildcat and I'm representing District 1 in South Florida.
Hello everyone, my name is Sarah Pilcher. I'm from Westville, Oklahoma.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dory Kelly, and I'm from District 11 of Vinita, Oklahoma.
Hello everyone, my name is Destiny Matthews and I'm from District 8.
Hello everyone, my name is Austin Jones and I'm from District 1 from Los Angeles.
Hello everyone, I'm Emily Westmore and I'm from District 14 from
Oceanigada Meli Gapadella. Hello, everyone. My name is Shelby Turtle, and I'm from District 3 in Park Hill, Oklahoma.
Hello everyone, my name is Taylor Armbrister. I'm from Little, Kansas, and I'm representing District 1.
Hello everyone, my name is Drake Morris. I am from Solana and I'm representing District 15.
Wow. Hey, Lisa and Tribal Council, Youth Council, appreciate you guys being here on spring break. I know you guys could be at the lake or on the beach somewhere. Well, actually, that's kind of a personal reference. I'd rather be on the lake. You guys probably would be on the beach somewhere, but I appreciate you guys being here and being part of us. Yeah, thank you, Lisa.
Lisa does a very good job with them, and it is a sacrifice to be here, especially a day like today. I mean,
Yeah.
You walk out there, no wind, you can do lots of things in a day like today, and appreciate y'all for being here. And they've made a tour around. They're staying here. I mean, they showed up at 9 o'clock today, and they're here till 7 o'clock tonight.
Right.
So that shows us that that the character that you have. And we really appreciate y'all.
What we're on, is it dinner on you?
Dinner on me? Well, if it needs to be. You bet. In the back, and I'm gonna ask him to stand up. He's gonna be reporting to you guys here in a couple of weeks. Roy Boney, if you would, just stand up just a second. Okay, there you go. Thank you, sir. All you all know Roy, but I wanted to recognize him because I was in the meeting. In fact, our last intertribal there in Tulsa when he was elected the president of the language group. So I wanted to recognize him for that. And then starting next Monday through Wednesday, and this will be new for me, but we have our language group coming from the Eastern Band and the Katua Band and ours will be meeting for 3 days. I intend to be a part of that, and especially when they sit down to eat, hog fry or something, Marble City, and I may be a part of that right there. So. But anyway, I know Roy will handle that just fine. He's been through that before, and appreciate him doing that. And when he comes to report to you here in a couple of weeks, he can let you know how it went. We also have a camp going on right now with archery camp, and we have a grant that we're going to get started here pretty soon on a archery course out there, which will be, to me, last year I got to attend really, and should have attended more than that, but I got to attend my first meeting that we had Labor Day, and it was so amazing to me. I mean, what took place out there. And I think this archery, the fact that we're going to have that out there, not only will help our young people, but we've got older people that just love it. I mean, and so it's going to be a big thing out there. And so Brian's doing a good job with it out there, and Dr. Sly is over that program. And so there's 46 kids out there spending their spring break doing that. And then we got, there's some being. Not only will they do archery, they'll do fishing. I had someone tell me one time that her 2 kids that I worked with, they were junior and senior in high school, had never caught a fish. I'd hate to say I'm a junior and senior in high school and never caught a fish. Y'all have caught fish, haven't you? Okay. And they're learning how to do that. So I think it's a good thing, you know, what we do with these young people. And, you know, they're not laying at home with their Nintendo games or whatever. They're fishing and they're doing archery, you know, so I think it's a good thing. We have a couple other things like to share with you that you guys are invited to, and the letters have gone out. Our 2 toss meetings. One will take place the 25th, which is on Good Friday, and we mistakenly put that there, but anyway, we have the state superintendent of schools going to be there. We have Chuck Hoskin going to be there to speak, and we have a couple other administrators going to be there, and so we're going to go on, because we advertised it, we're going to do it. And we have about 30 administrators right now that said that they want to be in attendance. We know we're going to have more, because when you have 2 speakers like those 2, we know we'll have some people there. And so, and anyway, the next one will be April the 1st, and it will be at Salsa. So you guys are invited to either one you want to come to, in both. We would like to know if you're coming, because we are going to eat, we're going to feed you, and we want to introduce you. So let us know if that be the case. JOM-wise, we had Mark Vance elected to a National Board of Directors in Region 3 at the JOM meeting. And I don't know if I remember, if I announced that last time in here or not, but I wanted to do that. Now, she knows a whole lot more about it than I do, at college and career. If you have any questions for Jennifer, she may have some things that she wants to share with you. And then if you have any questions, have at it. Go ahead.
All right, I've got a couple of things. I emailed out the college and career night. We will make it up north of Bartlesville on March 31st from 6 p.m. to 8. And so if you don't have a copy of that, I've got a couple of hard copies, or we can resend it electronically if we need to. That's going to be at the Tri-County Technology Center. Couple of upcoming deadlines: valedictorian and salutatorian scholarship. You've got constituents in your area that are valedictorian and salutatorian at the high school. Have them get in contact with us. There is scholarship, $1,000 for valedictorian and $750 for salutatorian. And the Promise Scholarship for Rogers State Honors for NSU. Those 2 deadlines are April the 8th.
For the valedictorian and salutatorian, that's what day?
Valedictorian, salutatorian, or Promise, both are on April 8th.
Was that for 14 county area valedictorian and salutatorian?
And contiguous, yeah. We go one county out all the way around.
Okay.
Jennifer, you contact the schools too?
Yeah, we sent those out to the counselors and the superintendents earlier, just 4 weeks ago.
Does the Tribal Youth Council know about that too? Hey, raise your hand if you guys are concurrently enrolled right now. Concurrently enrolled.
Are you attending high school is what he's asking.
Well, concurrent enrollment, that's a good show right there. Hey, how many concurrent enrollment kids do we have right now?
308 this spring semester.
308. Okay, that's pretty good.
What I have.
Is there any questions for Jennifer Pigeon, College and Career? That College and Career night was really good last year, by the way.
I know, I hope we're just as good.
Hey, Chief Bird has a comment.
Hey, Jennifer, I asked Ron Falls, Anna Knight about the A&A grant. I don't think we resubmitted a grant. It has to be somewhat changed in structure. I don't think they requested one, so they missed out on an opportunity there.
Okay.
And that had to come from the administration up there. Is that correct? Okay.
Yeah.
Are we
We
applying
didn't
for?
submit any A&A grants.
We didn't.
Submitted it
Didn't.
through education.
What happens to those employees?
The,
Check that out and get
we'll
back.
check and see. I think there's a 2 probably left
Okay.
on that grant.
Okay. Thanks a lot.
Okay.
Let me just add before, Leroy's sick, and I do know that I can tell you, and you have his information, but he did have his robotics team qualify for national meet in Lexington, and along with, we had others, Stillwell, Bell, 10 Killer, and 2 sites from here in Telequa that I know of. There may be others that qualified. Powerlifting team won the 3A state championship. Of course, both basketball teams got to the state tournament, and Verdigris basketball team won the state tournament. Fort Gibson was runner-up, and if I missed someone, I apologize.
Stillwell, I think, was,
Yeah, okay.
yeah, Stillwell, Little Kansas was there.
Okay.
Good representation.
Is there any questions? Saying none, good report. All right, see you. Next, from Head Start, we got Miss Verna Thompson.
Any questions for me?
Any questions for Miss Verna, Head Start?
I just wanted to say that we have spring breakers as well. They come from near and far, from the University of Texas to Michigan to George Washington University, to spend a week with us and do classroom work, playground work, whatever we need them to do every year. I think this is our 23rd year of having the spring break students. And we have large groups too. They generate a lot of in-kind. I'd like to ask you all to help us recruit children. We're getting ready to do pre-enrollment for this next school year at all of our sites. If there's one in your district, please send them our way. Look online to get an application, and then it tells everything that has to make that application complete. We have to be fully enrolled with 680 Head Start and 200 Early Head Start by August 8th. So we're starting that now. Thank you.
How many students do we have now in Head Start?
680 Head Start and 200 Early Head Start.
Golly.
And we're still number 1, right?
As long as we're there.
Good answer.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
Right. And yep. I guess Ron went over. There were calls report in Sequoia. There was, you guys don't know, the BIE director was here as well as the BIA director, and they both went and visited Sequoia schools to look at our facilities over there. And there were some grants that went out for, I guess, reconstructing schools that's 80 years or older. And anyways, we didn't make the cut, but I seen a feasibility study done, and what it was saying is that the BIA wasn't really keeping tabs on schools that have asbestos and mold in their schools. And when I was reading this feasibility study, I was thinking about Sequoia High School, and the whole purpose of it was the health hazards that all of our BIA schools are going through, and they had, I think I said 40% of them are owned by tribes or ran by tribes, and it's kind of been thrown to the wayside. There hadn't been no funding available for it, but the kids still suffer, and there's those health hazards there. And I don't know what they're going to do about it, but I know they're bringing it to the attention of legislators, the study that was done. And the study was done by the I forgot the name of that group. It was an accountability firm that the United States uses to, I guess, assess all the different departments across the United States, and they kind of dipped into the BIA, and so there's been some negligence there over the past 10 years. So I don't know, hopefully we can advocate or lobby to our legislators about Sequoia. But anyways, down to old business, there's none pending. New business, Council Lady Vasquez, would you please take that?
Yes. I'd like to ask Secretary of State to come forward.
Okay.
He will have something to add to this.
Okay.
But I put forward this resolution and ask for its approval, and it's supporting Oklahoma House Bill 2261, American Indian Arts and Crafts Sales Act of 1974, and it's modifying definitions. And I will let...
So you have a motion, we have a second. All right, we'll discussion, and we'll open the floor up to Secretary of State Chuck Hoskins.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Councilor, just briefly, 1974, the state of Oklahoma enacted an Arts and Crafts Act which ostensibly protected American Indian artists so that any art sold as American Indian in the state of Oklahoma had to be made by an American Indian. And I don't know the legislative history, I don't know if it was intentional, but the phrase American Indian was not defined, and so it was susceptible to state-recognized tribal members, non-federally recognized organizations that call themselves tribes, and we can think of a lot of things to call those types of organizations. But they're not Native Americans, they're not Indian artists as we would understand the term. So this legislation, sponsored by our Chief of Staff in the House, sponsored by another Cherokee citizen, Senator Sparks in the Senate, simply defines American Indian tribe as a federally recognized tribe, and it defines American Indian as a citizen of a federally recognized tribe. It also expands the types of art that's covered. It includes visual, performing arts, or literature. I think it's certainly the type of legislation that this council and this government champions in terms of making sure that the American Indian artists that are protected are truly American Indian. This legislation was brought up by the Chief of Staff in 2014. It passed the House then. It died in the Senate. Did not get a vote. It is passed the House again 90-0, and it is now in the Senate. The Senate has a period of time in which it either must act on this or it dies, and we hope it does not die again. And so we want to seize the opportunity to let the legislature know that our council supports this, and I think it is good for Indian artists, and it's good for federally recognized tribes. Reaffirms what it means to be an Indian in this country, certainly in this state, and that's the essence of it.
Secretary, sounds like we need to act now in this support towards this cause. Is there any questions for the Secretary? It's a good bill. Yes, Councilwoman.
Add that this does need to go to council this evening.
If voted on. Okay. All right, so we have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Is there any sponsors like to be added to this? I see hands all around the room, Joe. All right, except Councilwoman.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Secretary. All right, going down to announcements. Is there any announcements? All right, seeing none. Our next meeting's Monday, April 11th. Do I hear a motion to adjourn? Yes, hold on. Councilman, you have something? Crittenden?
Yeah, I do. I'd like to congratulate the Bell School, little small school down there in my neck of the woods. Won the state robotics. They'll be going to a
That's
national
impressive.
world competition, and big deal.
It is.
It is a big deal.
I was there 5 years.
Is it
Yeah.
still in Tennessee?
Huh?
The Nationals, is it still in Tennessee?
Yes, I think that's where they said it's going.
Wow.
Nashville?
Congrats to the Bulldogs.
Yeah, they're good at hunting crawdads and dodgeball and softball and everything else, but
Not robotics.
not
We've come a
robotics.
long ways.
Yeah, they're good at cutting trees down over during Halloween. I'd run a bus route through there, and this ain't no lie. I'd run a bus route down here at Bell, and every Halloween they'd cut the trees down over the roads, and where you couldn't run the bus route. So
The teacher's doing that.
it's by the teacher.
Was this on your route or everybody's route?
It was just my route.
Okay.
Councilman Walkenstick, it's kind of a neat deal. He coached and taught there
Yeah, as well as you did as
Right.
well. Yeah.
right before I did.
I was there 5 years.
And, yeah, Joe was there. Chief Bird was on the Bell Hall of Fame. I was like, how do you make that? I seen Joe Bird on there. I was wanting to get on that list.
But they've been working really hard, the staff and the kids, so again, I just want to congratulate them.
Yeah, thank you, Councilman. Councilwoman Hatfield.
This doesn't have anything to do with council per se, but can I just make an announcement?
Yes,
about something?
yes, you may.
Okay, several years ago, in the past administration, Uwe von Schaman and Greg Gaston, who's from Tahlequah, I don't know if y'all know him, they presented a not a program, but maybe an objective to build a camp in honor of my brother, the late Sammy Jack Clappin. And I'm not sure if anybody is aware of J.D. McCarty, but it's located in Norman. It's a residential home for children with developmental problems. Initially, they asked for, and I'm going to make this real short because when I start talking, it goes. We asked for a cabin, okay, because the first objective was they wanted 5 cabins from the 5 tribes, the Cherokee, Choctaw. Well, and that was going to be a big expense. Well, the Cherokee Nation did not build a cabin, but the camp is located just south of J.D. McCarty, but they did get 2 cabins, and they have an activity center. And what I would like to do is just because the camp is for any child, and it's June and July for 6 weeks, and they have 6 girls, 6 boys, okay, or 6 male, 6 female. They have 2 cabins. They have an RN on duty 24 hours. They have 2 counselors per student. And they have fishing, they get to canoe, they get to horseback ride, lots of activities, stories in the evening. And what I wanted to present to the tribe council was, if you know of a child in Oklahoma, in your district, that could benefit from this, it's a 6-week, it's 1 week, and for 6 weeks, June, and 2 weeks in July, would you let me know? And I will be I was going to bring brochures today, but they don't have the new, they didn't have them back yet.
When you say development, like
special needs,
like IEP students maybe
yes,
that
special
qualify?
needs.
Okay.
And many of the kids live there. But it's a great camp. My family has volunteered, and we also provide 1 scholarship. Our family provides 1 scholarship, which is $350 per child.
Wow.
We're thinking about maybe doing 2. We do a family fundraiser just because we want all the family to be involved. But it's an excellent opportunity also for kids, college, even high school, to volunteer.
Well, if
And
you
that, I would love
get us some flyers, and
Yeah,
we can get
yeah.
them to our schools and special ed directors in those areas.
Yes.
Then they'll know students.
I've given that to several teachers in the past, but they've never, like we provide a
Give it to Gail.
scholarship to get, but it's, and I was thinking about our youth council, if they wanted something to do this summer, and I can provide, I have 3 beds, 3 bedrooms.
That'd be good volunteer hours.
I mean, you know what I'm saying, but it's good, and it's
Yeah.
well supervised.
Okay.
But I want to present that, and if you have a child in your community, or 2 children, I really, it didn't make a whole lot of difference to me in the past, but now that I think that I have connections with such wonderful people in the communities, that it would be nice to send a
Sure.
Cherokee child.
Oh yeah, that'd be awesome.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you. I
Thanks.
didn't mean to
Thanks,
take so long.
Councilwoman. No, you're good. Any other announcements? Seeing none, I hear a motion to adjourn. So move. Second. All those in favor, say aye.
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 Those-